All right, so it is time for another We Go main show. I am meeting up with Val from Trippy Food. You can give his channel a subscribe in the description down below. And we are going to be venturing out to San Bernardino, California. He has a list of a bunch of restaurants out there, a bunch of locations that we're going to check out. One of the big ones is the McDonald's Museum, which I guess is in place of where the original first ever McDonald's was, which is no longer there. It's just the museum, and just a host of other really interesting locations. San Bernardino, kind of known to be not the nicest place in California, just to put it, a little bit carefully. There's a lot of crime out there, so we're gonna try our best to be careful as we venture around and explore this city and just see what we can find. Val always has like tons and tons of things on his to-do list, so it should be fun. But also, hey, give us a backing on Patreon at the $2 a month tier if you do want to get the content that was too hot for YouTube. All of the main shows will be on there, as well as drinking content. We're just rolling it out as we go. And also consider just backing us over on all of our social media platforms. Everything is linked down below. Give us a subscribe as well, as about 40% of people who watch our videos are not subscribed to the channel. Hit that sub button, hit the bell if you do want to get notified of our videos when they come out. We do post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and I stream here on YouTube Tuesday through Saturday. So, boom, let's get on the adventure. So I'm just sitting here waiting for Val to get here, and I'm gonna give him a little present. And we'll see how he reacts to that. I'd love to see the video. Yeah, hopefully he does a video, and hopefully he's okay after. All right, so I got in the car with Val. Here you go, buddy. Have fun.
The insane peanut brutal is this like the Death Nut?
Yeah, it's the sequel basically. So I can't do it because of stomach problems, so it's all you. All right, so what's the first stop?
The first stop is Bono's Giant Orange.
Oh my God, you should go see a doctor. Poor Bono.
Well, because we are on the Mother Road. We are on Route 66. If you're gonna make the ultimate road trip, Route 66 is the way to go. And so this is our first stop off Route 66.
That's one big orange.
So this is not a unique orange. There were a bunch of these, and this one was not always here. So it was several miles away. But the owner of the restaurant of Bonos, which was not Sonny Bono. I'm sorry, Bonos. I said Bono, like the U2 guy. Was Sonny Bono's, I want to say brother or cousin. So this restaurant opened up in 1936, so it's historic itself. But then they closed for a long time. It just stood vacant. In 2019, they reopened again. So the restaurant reopened as an Italian restaurant. But originally, they served orange juice out of these stands. And so this one was named Bonos. Bonos
You're never going to get that right.
I am not. This one is named Bonos because it was associated with Bono's restaurant.
All right, so we're on our next stop. This is a really interesting place. Like I never would have guessed that this is existing. What
again, still on Route 66, and this is the Wigwam Motel. It opened up in the 1940s. They were built by a guy named Frank Redford, and it was like the cool place to go when you were on Route 66 to just kind of stop and stay in one of the teepees. They're made of concrete. So what happened is over the years it just kind of fell by the wayside, and it was like one of those things where you could rent these things hourly, But then probably about 20 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, it was bought by the Patel family. They renovated it and they kind of made it more upscale and everything. So now it's just a really cool place to stay. And
do ayahuasca. Awesome. Let's go. Hell yeah. So Val's gonna have a more in-depth look at this place. Ours is just going to be kind of a footnote. So check out Trippy Food to see like a better episode of this overall. Take me down to Tetanus City where the cars broke down and it ain't so pretty. That took me 3 tries to get that right. All right, so literally across the street from the Wigwam Hotel, we had Burger Rush. Though it doesn't have an inside. It has a little dining area, but it's mostly just a drive-through. I got a bean and cheese burrito. What did you get?
I got the pastrami burger.
Yeah, let's go.
It looked pretty good on the sign. So you know how like a lot of places though, that's got some weight to it.
Oh my God.
Feel that?
Wow.
That's got some serious weight to it.
It was cheap too. It was only $4. Not bad at all. I think yours was 6.
Something like that.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Wait, what's in here? What is this?
Yeah.
It's like a hot sauce.
Oh, I don't know. You got some
big for your burrito.
I'm going for it.
Go for it. You know, like when you get something and you compare it to like the picture that they have
really
in there,
good.
but it looks, that looks pretty good. Look at that.
Wow, it looks
pretty
just
good.
like the picture.
Yeah, everything is fresh. Fresh slice of tomato, fresh red onion, which you almost never find on there.
And it was
Usually like white onion.
It was like a 10-minute wait. That's not bad. It definitely, maybe like the lack of cheese a little bit, but I bet it's in there somewhere. But that is a good burrito, especially for $4.
You want to put the sauce on it?
Well, that's weird. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, because it doesn't have like a capsaicin flavor. It also doesn't have like a vinegar flavor.
Oh,
so
that
like,
is
you know, like a
spicy.
lot of hot sauce is made with vinegar. That doesn't really have that like vinegar flavor to it.
Yeah, that is spicy as hell. I like this place a lot, actually. I like the aesthetic of it, and they definitely play off of the Route 66 thing, which I mean, you'd have to if you were here. I'm gonna rate it a 4 out of 5. The price is awesome, so you can't go wrong. They give you a lot of food. What do you say?
This is a really good price for a pastrami burger. Is it the best burger I've ever had? No, absolutely not. But it's really good. Really good price. Everything's really fresh. Yeah. 4 out of 5.
There you go. Keep moving on. Let's go. All right. So on this super busy street, where are we at right now?
So we are at the world famous, well, it's not maybe world famous, but it's the Meatla Cafe. And the Meatla Cafe has been here, not meatloaf, Meatla.
I would do anything.
It's been here since 1937. And so they've been serving Mexican food out of this little place in 1937. Now the thing that makes it, gives it notoriety is that Glenn Bell was a regular here.
Hell yeah.
And he used to come in here, he used to eat the food, he used to take notes about the food, and then he decided he was going to open up his own place, copying the Mexican food they made here, and he decided to call it Taco Bell. Just that he was a patron here, he ate here, but you know, he didn't have anything to do with it.
No, but then he just ripped them off and took his...
Exactly.
Just like how McDonald's formed, just ripped them off and made it his own.
Hey, speaking of McDonald's, why don't we go up the road and see the place the McDonald brothers started?
Let's go do it. Let's
right.
get done. So we've arrived at the McDonald's. This is the original location. It's just a museum now, but we've arrived and this is the most surreal. It's so strange. Like, not even all of it is McDonald's related. It's kind of strange, but look at how cool this place is. Val was telling me apparently it's not affiliated with McDonald's at all though either. Like apparently they've showed no interest, so I mean who knows why that would be the case. But what a fascinating little trip. Look at this. So weird. Also though, I still don't like McDonald's. There you go. Oh yeah, get that big M in there, baby. Fit that right on in me. This is the reaction that the brothers had when they found out how bad they got screwed out of their baby. Val is like, he's like a kid in a candy store right now. He's like, I wasn't gonna do a video, now I'm gonna do a video. Let's go check out Trippy food. There is so much stuff in here. It's mind-blowing. As telling Val. Excellent film. Really, really depressing though at the same time. I have these. These are all back at my parents' house in storage. But I specifically remember these little potato toy things. That's so funny. As I'm walking around here, there's so much like childhood memories, because obviously, you know, growing up, we went to McDonald's all the time, but just insane. Every time I turn a corner, I'm like, oh, I know that. Just endless amounts of their toys. So like half of this place, see some down there, half of this place is quite literally just toys. Then the other half, obviously, you see a bunch of their containers and stuff. Pretty amazing. He was saying that most of this stuff is donated, which is pretty cool too. People are just wanting to keep everything together, kind of build a giant monument to a McDonald's history. Just so it's mind blowing. Honestly, when Val told me to come here with them, I didn't think that there would be this much stuff. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Did they change her? Oh, it's the original one. Okay. We got your back, Miss Frizzle. Don't ever change. It is, I can't stress enough, I know it just sounds like I'm saying the same thing, but like, there's aisle after aisle after aisle after aisle of stuff. Like, you just walk around, this isn't even that big of a place either, but they have just packed it full of stuff. No way. Bobby's World, let's go. I didn't even know they made those toys. You could probably spend like at least a couple hours. Oh, I had those. I had Two-Face. I never got Batman though. I had like multiple Two-Faces. All right, I found the Holy Grail.
What's the Holy Grail?
Right here. Spider-Man the animated series. I forced my parents to go back over and over and over again to get every single one of these. I have multiples of each.
You have that one?
Right here. Everyone, I have all of them. Yeah, because that was my favorite show as a kid. So I remember my mom, like every weekend we would go get a Happy Meal just to try to get. I remember one time she walked in because I wanted Doc Ock. I couldn't find him. And she specifically walked up to the teller and was like, give me a Doc Ock, I'll pay for it. And they actually gave it to her. So
seriously?
Yeah, so
they handed it to her?
Yeah, they gave it to her. So yeah, I was like, yeah, thanks, Mom. So here's another little throwback. This is another one that I begged my mom to go over and over with. This is Mighty Max. So Mighty Max was like Polly Pocket. It was like the male version of that. And I remember I went back over
that does not look like a male version of anything.
I'll show you. Well, the
oh, it's got a face on the front of it.
The full versions were much more intricate. They would open up and like it had, the guy could go down slides and do all this stuff. So this is like a little dinky version for a Happy Meal, but Mighty Max throwback, baby. Almost everything. So far, the only thing I haven't found is Ronald McDonald's nipples. This is the only time I've ever been excited to see tiles. So how old is this?
This is from 1963, from what we were provided. It was donated by a man named Anthony Benzo from Jacksonville, Florida. And yeah, the original, well, back in the original menus and sometimes on the sign, on the signs out front of McDonald's, they used to have the old logo, the coat of arms of the McDonald family.
That's the actual Irish McDonald family coat of arms?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So that used to be on the signs and everything, and it was slowly kind of replaced by a little bit in the post-Ray Kroc buyout, and then slowly by the start of the 70s, you just saw more of the arches be the more predominant symbol of McDonald's.
So we're at Rally's. This is going to be my first time ever trying Rally's. I don't even really remember going past one, although I'm sure I have. They're not particularly common, but they're not uncommon either. I don't know what to expect from this place. I'm assuming it's just gonna be an awesome burger place, but they also do specialize in chicken. So Val's gonna do a review on his side, and then I'm gonna do a review on my side and try and Rally's for the first time. So I was trying to find something to do at this Rally's. Yeah, we're going Baconzilla, baby. That is a fantastic name. This looks like a competitor to Wendy's. Through and through, so let's get that one. Got the food. They gave us some fries too, so thank you so much to them. Very, very gracious of them. I'm gonna try the fries first. They look really, really good. Yeah, I mean, like if you come.
They're seasoned fries, right?
Yeah, and especially if you like come here. Ooh, I like the flavor too. It does stand out from other places, but if you came here and you needed that munchy fix, this is where you're gonna go. I call it that sweaty bun, but that means it's got that quality. Look at that thing. You eat too many of these, you're not gonna see it tomorrow, but it's good.
Now, how many patties are on that?
3. I went for the 3 because I was like, visually, we might as well just go for it, right? Especially if it's your first time. I like the bacon hanging out there too. It's just telling me to eat it. It's really good. If you watch the channel for a long time, you know I'm not a giant burger fan. Like, I don't hate them. I think they're good. But yeah, this is good. This is like munchy territory. You just have to get that fix. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
It's funny because you wonder why Rally's doesn't really get mentioned a lot when people are doing fast food stuff.
Yeah.
But they've been around for a long time. Like I said, I remember back east, they're called Checkers back east, but out here on the West Coast, people don't talk about them a lot.
Oh, we met the owner, very nice guy. But I was telling him, like, I've done fast food reviews, for 10 years, but for some reason, I've never been here before. I don't know, like, there was no reason behind it. And now I will not ignore them. I will be back at some point. So, fries, really, really good. Solid 5 out of 5. The burger, 5 out of 5 seal of approval. It's so good. Again, You can't eat too many of these or you will get put into the grave, but when you want your burger fix, yeah, I would give Rally's a definite go. It's awesome, it's really good. Also though, we're about to film for Val's channel again. He's gonna be putting up a review on, what were you doing again?
We're doing the Mother Cruncher.
The Mother Crunchers. I respect the play on words. You'll obviously try to have that linked as well down below, so give it a shot. Check out some Rallies. We're heading, what's the next destination?
Yeah, next we are going to see Randy Rhodes' gravesite.
Oh no, Randy died?
It's like you don't know who Randy is.
I had no idea. So they gave us a little parting gift, so thank you to them. They were super, super nice. What you got? What?
Strawberry.
Strawberry, yeah. And then I got fudge. Oh god, I can do it. All right, I'm kind of tired. Oh wow, it's really good. I've never given Rallies a second thought. I don't know why either. Like I've seen them on brandeating.com, you know, grubhub.com or grubgrade.com. Like they're the fast food websites. But I just never really thought to go. Now they're on my radar, and I'm not.
That crunchiness, is that like it's like graham cracker maybe?
I'd say it tastes like it might be like graham cracker. Either way, it's really good. So yeah, check them out. They're well worth it.
We are at the gravesite of guitarist Randy Rhodes. Now, a lot of people don't know who Randy Rhodes are, like you.
I had no idea.
Randy Rhodes was the original guitarist for Quiet Riot, and then after he left Quiet Riot, he was the guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne. Okay. And he died the first thing that you said was, oh, it must have been drugs, right? Because he was pretty young.
It's just like a typical rocker, right?
No, he died in a plane crash, and the details surrounding the plane crash were one of the people on the bus was a pilot. And he had been cited before for recklessness, but when they parked the tour bus near this airport, and he goes, "Oh, I want to we'll take some people up sightseeing." So he took the first group up. I think Rudy Sarzo, who was the bass player, was in there, and they were bombing the bus with the plane. He was like, dive bombing the bus.
Yeah.
And then he went up on a second trip, and Randy Rhodes was in the plane on the second trip. And the guy bombed the bus, but he went way too low. He clipped the wing off, and then the plane crashed into a ball of flame, and it was like they were killed instantly.
What a stupid way to go. That sucks.
Well, the thing is, the guy who was piloting the plane, his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend, I think it was his ex-wife, was part of the tour, was on the bus. And there's some speculation that he wanted to crash the plane into the bus to kill his ex-wife and kill himself in the process. And Randy Rhodes was just
that sucks.
For it. I mean,
that sucks.
So he's buried here. He was born somewhere in California. Can't remember where. He went to school in Burbank, graduated from Burbank High School, and then I guess he's buried here with his mom. And so here's his gravesite. And you can see people have left little bottles of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
It opened, of course. And some flowers.
Well,
people still leaving flowers.
He would want you to finish it, I feel. So
this is great. So we got to kind of like. So you do this. Go. Dun dun, dun dun, dun dun.
Oh.
Dun dun. Dun dun. That's it. That's it, man. Yeah.
So we're walking towards this giant cup. What is this?
This is the world's largest cup. So this factory here.
No, you don't say.
Yeah, it is. This factory here used to be the Sweetheart Cup Company, and so this, I believe they use it to store water. I'm not completely sure. There is another one I've been to in Easton, Pennsylvania, at the old Dixie Cup factory on top of it, but this one's bigger. So this is listed as the world's largest.
I wonder if it is though. There's got to be like Saudi Arabia. They were like, I want the world's largest cup here.
You know what would be cool if you painted this red and threw basketballs in it.
Yeah, let's go. And that is a sculpture of a cup. I want a real cup. This feels like false advertising.
I don't know, can you tell how big that is from that?
And I also, ladies, they also are usually confused when they look down south when we hang out. That's a cup. There you go. That's what you'd see in, what was that Nicolas Cage remake? Not the bees! J-Man. Every one of the We Go main shows is gonna have Jesus. Almost like going through Disneyland.
Is there a Jolly Green Giant up there?
I'm not sure. There's this dude, football guy.
No, look up.
Yeah, no, I got him. That's like a punching MMA workout thing. On his bike. This is so weird. This is definitely an artist's heaven.
Yeah. That's creepy as hell.
Oh, is that like a C-3PO and an R2-D2? So they saw all of the awesome artwork before we sat down here to eat, but where are we? What are we doing?
We are at Tio's Tacos in Riverside, California. There's just like, I think on the same block as the Mission Inn. And so the thing about Tio's Tacos is they're not really known for their food. They do like no nonsense.
A lot of food.
They do no nonsense. They do no nonsense food, and they have some unusual things that you don't find in your typical Americanized Mexican restaurant. But the big thing about this place is the folk art. So since the place opened in 1990, they've been adding to it, and everything. And as you just walk around, it's just like it's craziness.
So much stuff.
I suppose like on a day when it's really, really busy and you're waiting for a table, you just kind of walk around and see stuff. It's just really, really crazy, the folk art here. So it's kind of like that's really the draw here. But I guess we'll see if the food matches the draw.
So what are we starting with? What's the dishes we have in front of us?
We got burritos, and it comes with 2 burritos, so there's one for each of us. And we got cabeza, which is the meat off a cow's head, like a roast a cow's head and the meat off a cow's head. No,
I'm sure it'll be good, but it's just when you say the meat off of a cow's head.
Forget the visual.
I can't.
Just forget the visual. Well, hang on a second. You said that you like criadillas, which are the bull testicles, the Rocky Mountain oysters.
How dare you? I told you that in confidence.
But you know where they come from, right?
I know.
Now, if you can eat those and visualize where those came from, cabeza shouldn't be a problem.
I mean, it looks great, the whole dish.
Yeah,
and then what do we have off to the side?
And then we have as a side dish, because they would do this as a burrito, but we didn't want a separate burrito, so we got this kind of as a side dish, and this is nopales, which is cactus. So it's grilled. You can smell the smoke coming off of it. It smells really good. So you can put some in the burrito if you want to, or you can just kind of eat a spoonful of it and everything. It's just that I find cactus to be like a really fresh kind of tasting vegetable. It's really kind of nice.
I'm gonna try the cactus first. If this turns me into the hardcore legend, Mick Foley, then I think it was worth it. It's okay, you don't have to get that reference. Don't worry about it. All right, like you said, I like how they're eco-friendly though.
Yeah.
With everything's...
It's no nonsense, it's really basic.
Yeah.
The prices are pretty good too.
Yeah, not bad. There we go. Okay, big old bite.
Go for broke. It's almost like a citrusy green bean, I think.
Yeah, very green beanish.
Uh-huh.
It's not really my bag, but it's not awful. I'm very picky eater, so cactus kind of reminds me too much of things I don't like, but it's a lot better than, like a lot of the things that I hate. I don't mind it at all. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like if I was with a girlfriend and went to a family dinner, I would eat it because I had to. But again, I'm picky. I'm sure Val will give it a much higher rating. Okay, before I do the burrito though, this is important. We've got to do
spoonful of rice and a spoonful of beans.
Rice and beans. Yeah, it's hard to screw that up, but it's really good. All right, here we go. Burrito time. That's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. Some people might disagree with me, but I think the best meat on an animal comes from their head.
Sex! I don't like the onions on it, but that's just me being me.
Yeah, of course. You're a member of the Anti-Onion League.
Yeah. Oh man, that is really good. I'm gonna obviously get it next time without the onions, but man, you barely taste them. It's just a crunch. That's a 5 out of 5. That is really damn good. I like you said that they're not really known for their food here. They should be, because that's delicious.
Well, like I said, I think they're known for their folk art, but it helps if you come down and the food's good too, right? All right, here we go. So I'm gonna try the napales. I've never made them roast. I've made cactus before, but never made it roasted like this, or grilled. It's a very fresh tasting vegetable.
It's very different too.
It's like a green bean with a lot of moisture and then a little bit of, maybe even a little citrusy.
This is why you're on the channel. I just say it's good and then you explain.
I like a good cold cactus salad every once in a while too. That's pretty good too. All right, so let me do the rice and beans and all the stuff that you dropped in there.
Well, he's vaccinated, so he'll be okay. I get mine soon.
All right, there we go. I like the fact that it's kind of like, you've had refried beans that are like all mush,
yeah.
And then you had refried beans that are like not, like almost whole beans.
Yeah.
And this is somewhere in between.
Yep.
It's like the mush with the whole beans and everything. So there's like 2 different textures in there. That's really nice.
Best of both worlds. Yeah, it's good.
And like I said, it's hard to screw that up. It's your basic, Mexican rice.
Yeah.
There's nothing to complain about.
The burrito's where it's at.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Let's try this.
So good.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna open up this tomatillo salsa. Salsa?
It sounds
salsa.
like a
tomatillo
suicide
salsa.
dive over the top rope in
And,
professional wrestling.
and we'll see if we're gonna add some of that to that because this is probably not spicy, right?
No. It's really, really good.
Oh yeah. The only reason you need teeth is to get through the tortilla, but you could eat that meat without teeth.
Yep.
I mean, it's so tender.
It's like the cotton candy of the meat family.
Like I said, the meat off an animal's head is very underrated.
They want to specify we're talking about their
the top head, yes.
Although I have had penis before.
You and me both. You and me both,
It's good
brother.
too, though. Actually, it's decent.
Not the way I made it.
No,
It was
no.
inedible when I made it.
Okay, well, fair enough.
All right. Separate episode. We could put a link there. It's like. All right. So I'm going to try it with the tomatillo salsa.
Yeah, there's a reason why, because usually onions are a no-go for me in any way, but that was so tasty, I barely noticed them.
To me, it adds to that, but they're not like. The thing about raw onions, and they're not raw, but they're not cooked either, right?
Yeah.
There's some texture to it. The thing about raw onion is going to really overpower what it's served with, and then all you get is that onion tape flavor. This is really, really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's
So
really
good call coming here. If we came in here because of the full cart,
yeah.
the food was
Well, it's
worth
like
it.
the Disneyland of a Mexican restaurant.
The food
You
was worth-
come in for the ride, stay for the food.
The food is worth it as well. So we got one other dish coming.
Yeah.
We'll check it out when it
All
gets
right.
here.
So you need to. What is this? 'Cause you're behind the camera.
Okay, so we got menudo. Here, let me get a.
It looks hot as hell too.
Spicy hot?
No, like physical hot.
It could be both. So we got menudo, and menudo is a tripe soup. So tripe is the cow stomach.
It looks like
There's
it.
different types of tripe. Yeah, but you had tripe when we did that, the instant menudo, remember? The instant menudo
Yeah.
noodles? So you had tripe when we did that.
Oh, it looks so gross though. It's the visual is disgusting.
And those large pieces of corn in there are hominy.
It looks so undesirable.
But this is typically, Sunday morning is when you typically would eat menudo because it's regarded as a cure for a hangover.
Because it shocks you into, you're like, oh god, that visual.
They also usually stick a beef foot in there when they're cooking it, just to give it that beef flavor. You
Oh
know?
yeah, of course, yeah, by all means, duh.
So you were a menudo virgin, is that right?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Oh god, sorry.
So you're eating it you're making a soup noodle there. I mean,
It's impossible for it not to spill. Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's no burrito.
no, it's soup.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as good as that burrito was. Messy as hell though. There's no way you can eat this without. You'd have to just eat it from the bowl.
See, you would have to rate it as to whether you like it or not. I'd have to rate it as is it a good menudo?
I like the flavor of it. It kind of just reminds me of like chicken broth though. It tastes good. The texture is like very bland. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's almost like it melts in your mouth.
Which is funny because tripe is usually chewy.
But not chewy.
Well, the thing is that it could have chunks of beef in there too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they add chunks of beef to it. Like I said, some people just put in like a whole cow's foot for flavor, and then whatever meat falls off of that.
I don't dislike it by any means. I think here's the thing. If I had that first, then had the burrito, I think I would have been a little bit higher on it. But because the burrito was just, man, that was great. I would actually get that again if I was in the area. This was an interesting experience, but I don't really know what to compare it to flavor-wise. It's not really hitting any notes.
You'll just have to have menudo somewhere else, and then just compare it and go, oh, I think I like that menudo better.
I don't know. I don't. It's a little confusing. I guess
It's not like anything else. I can't think of even another kind of soup that resembles that. It's unique.
Like here, let me.
That's honeycomb tripe.
Okay.
There's different types of tripe. Because cow has 7 stomachs or something.
Oh God. No. It has to have no. Oh.
You have to have everything else with it. Yeah. On its own, not so much.
Gotta put it in the tortilla. The tortilla gave it extra texture.
Yeah.
The texture was really important. Oh man, in the tortilla, I give it a 3. It worked. All of it worked pretty well. I just felt the flavor wasn't that strong.
On its own?
On its own, I would give it like a 1. No way. I'm curious now. I'm curious to see your take on it. All right.
What is this big?
You're the expert.
What is this? Oh, that's the foot. See, that's the cow's foot. That's a cow. That's a hoof.
That's
a hoof.
Horrifying.
Well, that's what they. No, it's just. It's using nose to tail, right? If you're going to slaughter the cow to eat it, you use every single
and I'm
part.
on board. I understand 100%. That is horrifying.
So we're using the foot and we're using the stomach.
I agree. I am all about it. I understand why you should do it. It's good for the environment not to waste anything. Also, terrifying.
All right, so I know you're not going to get upset if I put stuff in it that will make you not want to have it anymore.
I'll finish off our rice and beans.
So I'm going to put, there's some cilantro and onion. I'll put that in there.
That was so weird by itself.
A little bit of lime. Did you find it to be spicy?
No, not at all.
Okay, so sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but they give you some, red chilies to put in there and spice that up. And these are the typical things that you would find when you get served menudo. It usually comes out with like the little tubs of stuff to put in it to flavor it. I'm trying to avoid getting like a toe bone because. I mean, not that I don't like it. It's just that you gotta eat the meat off around the toe, Flavor-wise, it's really good. I think I might have put too much of the seasoning in it because now it kind of tastes like there's more of that. It's a lighter broth than I've had before. Like on some of the other menudos I've had, I had like a stronger, sturdier broth. But it does have good flavor. I can't tell whether it's spicy because I put the red chilies in there or not.
You put a shit ton.
No, I put whatever was in here.
Yeah, did you see the label on that? Shit ton. Yeah.
I thought it said crap ton.
Yeah.
No, it was a little smaller than a shit ton.
They can't stop me yet, Val. They might start getting us for cursing, but we'll have to drag me down.
If I'm going to compare that to other menudos I had, and being 1 to 5, I'm going to give this a solid 4.
Okay.
Right. So
I would listen to him and not me on that, by the way.
Really good. I mean, like most of the best places that have menudo are those little mom and pop places where the menu's written by hand and stuff like that.
That's where they raise the cow themselves.
You can see the rest of the cow hanging in the kitchen.
Yeah, you order it and they're like, "Sorry, Betsy."
It takes hours to cook. You're just cooking that stuff down. It takes absolute hours to cook. But a good menudo is worth it. And again, it's something you would eat typically on a Sunday morning after you've been drinking all night. It's like a hangover cure. I don't know if it really works or not. I've never had a menudo after a hangover. I can't remember the last time I had a hangover. But yeah, their soup's really good. I would give it a 4. The burritos, I didn't rate those. I'd go ahead and give that a 5.
That was awesome.
Just the texture of it, everything everything melds together. There's not one ingredient that overpowers anything else.
Yeah.
That meat is just so tender and so
I inhaled
sweet, and it's just really, really good. So yeah, overall solid 5.
There you go.
Overall solid 5. Atmosphere, food, solid 5.
Yeah, this is definitely this is another one that's worth checking out, just to bring the kids. They would be awestruck. There's really nothing quite like it I've ever seen before.
No.
Pretty cool. So what, we have one more stop we're going to potentially do?
We're going to try, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to try it. If not, then we'll take it out on the road.
Otherwise, hello darkness, my old friend.
Yeah. All right, there you go. All right, so our last stop for the trip.
We are at the Mission Inn. A lot of people think it's one of the Spanish missions. It is not. It is an inn. It was built as an inn. It was built by William Randolph Hearst in the 1920s. And it's really, really beautiful inside, but it was built mission style. So the big thing was around Christmas time that they decorate this place with lights. And it used to be free, but I think now they charge you $5 or something. But it's still kind of a cool place to come in the wintertime.
Yeah. We were debating on if this is a nice area at night or not, and I say yes. There's too many expensive cars going by.
Maybe this block.
This seems like this little area where it is like a pocket of okay. So yeah, let's go explore.
Let's go and check in the lobby.
Oh, that's cool. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Herbert Washington visited the Mission Inn. Well, maybe it's older than I thought because he died in 1915. I was way off. It had nothing to do with William Randolph Hearst, and it was built in 1876.
Smoke.
Color me wrong. I think he's the president's estate here. That's a lot of them.
Well, that concludes another We Go main show. Thanks, Val, for showing me around. This was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It looks like our next one next month, we're talking about doing Vegas.
Vegas, baby!
So probably invite Nando or one of the guys along for that one. But that was San Bernardino and all it has to offer. That and Route 66 and all it has to offer. Yeah. But so many adventures. Hey, make sure, again, check out Val's channel. Try to link everything down below. I'm pretty sure he'll get out some of those videos soon. and you know, just support the crew. Patreon, $2 a month tier if you want to get all of the deleted content that was too hot for YouTube, and just try to join us on streams. We post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday for reviews, and then I stream Tuesday through Saturday. So thanks again, Val.
We love you, Carnally.
Yeah, thank you everybody for watching and sticking around, and here's to another We Go Main show. Boom. Hey everybody, thanks again for watching. Here are the shout outs to our Patreon supporters who are paying at the $8 a month tier or higher if you do want to be shouted out at the end of a main show video like this. Obviously, hey, check out Patreon, $8 a month. Lots of perks on there. Thank you to Drunken Doctor, Jay Shinanen, we've got Juka, Kevin Haynes, where do we get our hands on you? Poor State Worker, Spinal Burrito, Anthony Marier, Brandon Kessinger, Christopher Thalen, Evie Black, Foopa, Gavin Palmer, Heath Hatcher, It's Jax, Jamie Stevens, Jennifer Robbins, Chris Manio, Lucas Brox. If you're new to this, if I can't say your name, especially when I've been drinking, I just kind of wing it. And you know what? I hope that you think that it's cute. Paul Ebenen, Pudding Power, Tom Spinelli, Viking Blood, Wild Berry, Anthony Kirkpatrick, Ben Berther, Brandon Johnson, Carlos A. Carlos A. Enigret, Chelsea Darlington, Chris Lebeau, David Watts, DMC, yeah, you know me, Dustin Layton, Ethan, Johnny Reno, Jeff Rags, John Copeland, John Wantow, Kyle Shore, Mark Kim, Purple Sky, Reaper 180, Rocco, Royce Titan, Samuel Custer, Thomas Baca, Tommy Carlson, and Tree Gallagher. Thank you so much again, each and every one of you, even if I can't say your name correctly because I am so tired. It is 5 a.m. This took about 8 hours to put this together because I'm terrible at editing, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for everybody who supports the channel and sticks around. So next We Go Main Show Vegas, looking forward to it, and we will catch you on the next one.